Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Pop Choir Online Festival talks that I'm having. I'm Janne Vind, and today I'm talking with a very exciting person. I'm going to introduce you to Julie, who's actually a student. She is writing her final thesis at the University of Aarhus, and her study is science of religion and anthropology. So, welcome, Julian. Thank you for having a little talk with me.
Well, thank you, and thank you for having me. I'm very excited to tell you about my work and what I have been observing in this weird period of time.
You
Um,
can say that again
yeah,
because you actually also joined the choir where you have been both observing the choir to use it for your final thesis, and then you've also been hanging out with us and getting to know us. So, would you like to share what you've discovered?
yeah. Well, to begin with, I haven't been singing in a choir before, so I don't know the community that blossom when you go to a choir season or a choir group. Um, so I was kind of new in the community that come out of singing together. But by reading a lot of yeah, science but it was more biological. What happens with your body when you sing together. The oxytocin in your body and the heartbeat and all of those who is affected positively in singing together. Um, so it was kind of interesting in what is happening when you can't see each other, you can't hear each other, you only see you in the computer screen or on your iPhone or iPad. But I quite fast came to learn that there is a close community. People care for each other, sending each other's thumbs up, heart emojis, smileys, whoa, I'm worried emojis, depending on what people are writing, because people share and they give stories about themselves, positive stories, negative stories, and it takes a close and trustworthy community for people to want to share. And I found that that is quite interesting because the community on Facebook is quite new. It's 4 months old. It has been existing, and many people don't know each other from the start. I didn't know anyone. And when we met for women last week for the online concert, it was like blah 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 right away. We didn't just sit like, what should I say? What should I do? We knew each other from the online website or Facebook, and that made us like friends before we even like know each other's names. So
Wow.
that was quite like interesting and amazing to see that you can actually get to know someone that well just by singing together, but not physically together. So that was something, yeah.
That is a really lovely sentence that you said right there, that we were friends before we knew each other's names. That's
Hmm.
actually a really beautiful sentence because I totally agree with your observations. This is what I have also observed as the choir conductor of the group. I am so amazed of the vulnerability
Hmm.
that people, they're putting themselves out there, they're showing up with all of their emotions. They are not hiding if they have a bad day or if they're sad or if, and they really show up, and they, if they cry in a song, if they listen to a song and we sing the song and they start crying, then they share that as well. And that takes so much courage. And it really takes the trust also that the group is going to accept you, that the group is going to respond with, one of those new emojis, Facebook emojis, right? The care for emojis.
Hmm. Yeah, I think someone wrote in a comment that the new care for emojis were like our emojis. It should be like the symbols of the group. And that's also kind of, you know, it describes what kind of community this is.
It really does.
Yeah.
And that's a little funny, right? That we've totally adopted. It is our emoji.
Yeah.
It belongs to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. So, but in all seriousness, it sounds like you've also been a little surprised.
I have, because I thought it would be, I followed another choir on Zoom where we could see each other, but not hear each other. And that has been going on for 1 month, and there were no comment at all. People were singing, and then we're like, bye, and then they left the Zoom meeting. So even though they were singing together and they could see each other, not hear each other, but see each other, there were no like, hi, how are you doing? And I feel like this today, and I would like to tell you about something that is just amazing. And I'm isolated at home, so who should I tell it to? They were not that kind of community. So I'm surprised to see that this group has created and has. It is not just that you give something of yourself. People have also like taken you in and reacted on your comment, oh, this song, it really hits me, and I find my Kleenex, and people like, oh yeah, I also found my Kleenex, and well, it has been a tough week, so well, oh yeah, they there is much more like, it almost feels like someone is sitting next to you when you are singing, and that is amazing, because you can't hear each other, you can't see each other. So there is a lot of trust and vulnerability in the group, and it's need to be like, to be vulnerable, you have to feel safe, and I think people feel safe in the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really believe that this is a testament to also what lovely people have gone into this choir group, because it also tells something about what quality of people we are actually hanging out with here, right?
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this upcoming international festival that we're doing, because my big wish has been to take this method. I call it the hygge method, the Danish concept of hygge, the way that we can contain each other, the way that we hang out together, the way that we interact together. That is such a Danish concept that we've really just like, it's our emoji. It also feels like hygge is something that has been developed in Scandinavia. This way of interacting, opening up to each other, and hanging out with each other. So the idea that we've had is to invite different choir cultures into this setting. What would be your first anthropological thought of my idea of going international with this?
I think there is a big interest in the Danish hygge and how we're doing hygge. I think some years ago they started teaching hygge at the university in England. I don't know if they do it still, but so there is the interest in hygge, and in China they learn the fairy tales from Hans Christian Andersen. So there is a big interest in Danish culture, and hygge is a big part of Danish culture. So I think that not just the choir will be like something that gets people into the international festival, but I also think that the possibility to get to know what hygge is could be something that will make people want to be part of the festival. And I think if we do it right, and we have a lot of ambassadors to help, then we can like spread the Danish hygge into homes in Spain, Greece, everywhere. But I'm also interested in seeing if some of the culture from other choirs, international choirs, will affect the Danish choir. Can we learn something from the other choirs as well? Because that could also be interesting. How are they doing? Have other countries international online choirs as well, or is it something that only is going on in Denmark? I know in England there is a project with elderly where they also meet together and for singing, and then after Corona they will meet like physically. But do they do this in Germany or England or China? You know, what is the reality out there in other countries, not just the Danish kind of hygge, but what are they doing? Yeah, so I think that would be really interesting just to watch and see what comes out of it. Yeah.
What a fabulous anthropology student you are. You are asking all the right questions because I totally agree that one thing is for us to share our method and the way we do it, but totally it is so important that we are also open to see what are they coming in with. And right now we have participants from Macedonia and Serbia and Albania and Poland and also areas where I know absolutely nothing about the music culture and the choir culture. I I have names, participants' names that I cannot read and pronounce, and it is so exciting. And I get a little scared because I really, really want to invite people in and share our deep, deep love for both community and choir music.
Mm.
Oh, it's been wonderful talking with you about the more science nerdy stuff of this because I'm going so much on intuition here. I'm feeling into what is working, what can I do, where can we go, and I'm kind of developing it as I'm developing it as I go along, and it's really lovely to have an academic view of this entire thing. Thank you so much, and thank you for being a part of our Danish community. It's been lovely having you as part of it, and I enjoy so much seeing how good you've been at just going totally right in there with all of us. Thank
Thank,
you so much, Julie.
thank you. Bye.
Bye.